Good morning, world.
Good morning.
All right. I am back, and we're going to do a reaction.
Okay.
So, Mitzi Queener sent us some money on Venmo. Those of you who aren't familiar with Venmo, just take a picture of this, or Cash App. But Mitzi said, please react to Austin Forman singing, Dear Dad, I understand my version of his pain from my own story. His song gave me chills, and I want to help him get his message out. Please play his song ASAP. I absolutely love y'all's reactions. So I'm guessing, Mitzi, let us know, are you from the South with your y'all? She followed up, I don't have it on here, but she followed up on our Instagram and letting us know that there's actually two parts to this song. And she was very nice. She said if you don't really feel it and you want to do something different, she gave us another suggestion. But you know what? You sent us a donation, as you called it, so we're going to do it.
All right. Sounds good. You got it, Mitzi. Stay tuned. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian.
All right. Well, first of all, welcome back.
Thank you.
You guys don't see what happens behind the scenes. Normally, we can get things ready to go right off the bat. He's been gone for a while, so he forgot how to do certain things, like how to turn on the buttons, how to focus the camera and stuff like that. Every time you leave, it's doing this all over again. Where'd you go?
I'll give you a hint. Those of you who watch our channel know where I'm going to be moving. I had to make it official. Yep. Tennessee time, baby.
And the way you described it, you're not really going up against your Rams team because they're in a different division.
That's right. So now I have my NFC and my AFC team.
Okay.
But I mean, I would even buy the hockey hat, and I'm not a hockey guy, but, I'm already feeling it. I've been there like 16 times. He's going to be coming out there with me next month.
Yeah, we'll be heading out there for about a week or so. And I know Mitzi appreciates the banter, but I know we're irritating a lot of people on this reaction because we didn't get right into the reaction.
Those of you who watch and know, and we do pause again, I will put a link to the video that we're doing so you can watch it without us talking, because some of you get so triggered, and when we read your comments, we just giggle.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so I'm going to switch because I got to get my official Cedric and Brian reaction hat on here.
Okay. And this is Dear Dad. What's his name again? Austin?
Dear Dad by Austin Forman.
Austin Forman.
All right, so we don't know what this is going to be other than it appears to be a song about his dad.
The title's giving me a Cats in the Cradle vibe already.
Yeah, welcome to the SA. He has an arrow pointing to his dad. So
okay.
We shall see what this is about, and we're going to do both parts, so stay tuned for both. You ready?
Let's go.
Earphones on.
Oh, that's right. It has been a while. Sorry, Mitzi.
Yeah, I left the switch on, so I actually had to change the batteries on this thing.
Okay.
All right, check.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, hear it? All right, here we go. Dear Dad.
Dear Dad, I've got so much to say. I guess I should start with singing thanks. Without you, I would have never had the strength to be the type of man that you never became. Turns out you've always known what's best. 'Cause if I looked up to you, I would be face down in your mess.
Wait, what? I gotta catch it again.
If I looked up to you, I would be face down in your mess.
Wow.
Okay, so it started off, I thought this was going to be an ode to his dad, didn't
Right.
you?
Yeah, it's like I want to give you thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I looked up to you, I would be face down in your mess.
I always say that you can learn a lot from watching your heroes, but you can also learn a lot by what not to do by watching certain people. So I think he's getting this vibe with his dad. Like, thank goodness I didn't follow in your footsteps because I would be in the same mess you are.
And here's another one. To be the type of man that you never became. Okay, this is a story.
Turns out you've always known what's best. 'Cause if I looked up to you, I would be face down in your mess. I've been put through the ringer and felt more cursed than I blessed. And I know you don't remember but I wish I could forget how the second step on our front porch was missing strips of paint. Well, sad and anxious, a little boy would sit out there and wait for the man that took his childhood and gave him his last name. Well, I'm not that little boy no more, I'm everything you ain't.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
That has a biblical vibe to me. It's talking about how the sins of the father are passed on to the son, and I think he's sitting there playing this and kind of lamenting. Once again, I'm glad I didn't turn out like you.
Yeah, I'm everything you ain't. And I like that little, I don't know if we would call it a pre-chorus on this song, about the steps. Kind of he's bringing in some visual stuff, like him sitting on the steps. Yeah. And you can envision that, you know, when you're little and you're waiting for your dad to get home and you sit on those steps.
Yeah.
And then maybe somebody like this, you sit on those steps and either dread it or you wait and he never comes. I mean,
his childhood and gave him his last name. Well, I'm not that little boy no more, I'm everything you ain't. Can you believe I used to blame my mom? Cause you said she wouldn't let you be a father to your son. You sure got some nerve after 10 years to call my phone, asking me for money, asking why I haven't called.
oh, sorry to stop it.
Oh my goodness.
So he was the little boy waiting on the steps. Dad
Yeah.
didn't come home, and then he said that the mom didn't let him come home.
And I'm picturing mom, as you see in a lot of these situations, protecting him from
Yeah.
dad, saying, I'm not going to tell you anything about your dad, but like most moms do in the situation, they become the hero and they take all the brunt of the blame and
Yeah.
saying, okay, you know what, blame it on me.
The selfless act.
You sure got some nerve after 10 years to call my phone, asking me for money, asking why I haven't called. Well, the second step on our front porch is missing strips of paint. Well, sad and anxious, a little boy would sit out there and wait for the man that took his childhood and gave him his last name. Well, I'm not that little boy no more, I'm everything you ain't.
Wow, it just kind of cuts off.
I can kind of envision that, just to piggyback on what you were saying, that second step, I can picture him just sitting there and maybe with a knife or something else and just kind of whittling and
Yeah,
knocking the paint off that second step. And that was his spot. He just wore it out, just sitting there waiting.
All right,
We're going to
so
go into...
We're going to go straight into part 2. So this is Dear Dad part 2. This one says, for my stepfather and my kids. So let's bring this up and see if this brings it home. Because that other one kind of just ended abruptly. And I thought maybe it was just going to commercial and was going to come back, but that was the end.
Okay.
So here's Dear Dad part 2. Same guy, Austin
For
Forman.
my stepfather and my kids.
Dear Dad, I've still got more to say. Truth is that it's you who should say thanks to the man that didn't have to take your place, but still chose to be the father that you never became. Turns out I wouldn't change a thing. Or maybe looking back I'd take the better man's last name.
So the first one,
Ouch. Ouch.
first one he's just lamenting on, you know, kind of as you do when you lose somebody, like a parent,
Yeah.
and you're just saying, you know what, you know, screw you.
Yeah.
And he could have left it there, but obviously somebody stepped in. So this was to a stepfather, using the same tune. Wow.
Turns out I wouldn't change a thing. Or maybe looking back I'd take the better man's last name. Well, I know you've read my letter and felt every word I said, but if it makes you feel better, you got me up off all those steps. Oh, the second step on our front porch was missing strips of paint. But that little boy just passed it by to go outside and play with the man that gave him everything and took away his pain. Well, that little boy grew up and now he's glad you never came.
Something just hit me. This is so cool. The first part, he's talking about that second step, but now
sit there waiting, and now he just passed it by.
And because, and I'm reaching here, Mitzi, so forgive me. The stepdad comes in.
Little play on words.
And so now that step has been refurbished. It's clean. It's something he doesn't dread anymore and wait on because that step dad is there now.
And he's going out and playing with him.
Oh, good stuff.
And they gave him everything and took away his pain. Well, that little boy grew up and now he's glad you never came. Dear Dad, I guess I had the wrong address, 'cause it says return to sender on the first letter I send. But hey, don't feel so bad, I think I know where I went wrong. Turns out I've only got one dad, and I put the wrong man in a song.
Now, both of you and I being fathers,
Oh.
and you being in a different situation than I am, you know, me being divorced from my kid's mom, and I always tell people this, that, okay, divorce happens, you know, it's not always a beautiful thing, but I always tell people, like, nothing would kill me more if someone else stepped in and played dad to my kids. That would hurt me more than anything.
But you were there.
I was there.
See, yeah. I was a stepdad. I have a stepdaughter, and I have two biological kids, and we just raised at one family. Similar situation.
Right.
But just that line. I mean, what a ode to the stepdad here.
Yeah.
He talks about how he helped with his pain, and then he said, I wrote a letter and it got sent back, and he goes, I just did the first song to the wrong man. That's all.
Right.
Now I'm doing it to the right man.
Yes.
Don't feel so bad, I think I know where I went wrong. Turns out I've only got one dad, and I put the wrong man in a song. Oh, the second step on our front porch was missing strips of paint. But that little boy just passed it by to go outside and play with the man that gave him everything and took away his pain. Well, that little boy grew up and now he's glad you never came.
That would just hurt.
Can you believe my little girl is 8? And though you'll never meet him, I got another on the way. If they grow up singing songs, this is a song they'll never sing. They'll never think about that porch, they'll never have to sit and wait. Oh, the second step on our front porch is a fresh coat of paint. Where daddy and his little girl will go outside and play. Despite the man that took his childhood, he gave her their last name. That little girl still smiles because I'm everything you ain't. Dear Dad, you won't hear from me again, 'cause you're not worth the paper or the ink left in this pen.
Ouch.
Oh, man.
You are not worth the ink that is in this pen. Wow. That hurts. As a dad, if that doesn't hurt you, you have to wonder if you have a soul.
Yeah, no. On the beginning of that first one, he even had a thing. I'm assuming that was his dad, his biological dad. And he even says in there, I'm still passing on our name, so meaning his dad's name, but he's going to be there.
Right. And I missed that. So is he taking on the stepdad's last name, or is he keeping his
No,
same?
I'm assuming because if that's his and Forman, that's his biological name. If we're wrong, let us know.
Mitzi and everyone else listening, let me show my age for a second. There's that classic episode in the Brady Bunch where Bobby was going to run away because he felt like Cinderfella. And at the very end, I'll just skip to the end. The mom, played by Florence Henderson, Carol Brady, kudos to you, Greg Brady. You and Mom had something going on there.
They did
but anyway,
not, man. Don't spread rumors.
Anyway, okay. So at the end of the story, she's kneeling down and looking at him and says, "You know what? Are we done here?" Oh, she said, "You know what? The only steps that are around here are the ones that lead up to your bedroom." Kind of like you're saying.
Yeah,
kind of like you're saying. There's no. Let's take the step out.
Yeah.
You stepped in. You became a father, and that's who you are now. Just drop the step stuff. Your dad.
But I like in the last chorus how he talked about it had a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah.
For his little girl.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a step that she's going to wear out waiting for him.
Right.
Because he's there for her, and then he's got another one on the way.
Because the step and the stepdad are both a fresh start for everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching. I know I'm reaching, but I'm almost trying to find the symbolism in everything. That's what I do, Mitzi. That's what I do.
Just
But-
don't tell him he's wrong.
Right.
I mean, you hurt his feelings if you tell him he's wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong. But I can take it.
I can take it. My goodness. I'm a black conservative. I've been wrong my entire life. I can take the heat.
All right. Thank you again. And again, you can donate. As Mitzi says, it's a donation, so I like that term.
Yeah, Cats in the Cradle?
Don't. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where they could never meet because first the dad's too busy and the son's too busy.
Yeah.
But this is different. This is deadbeat dad.
Right.
Not
Right.
dad working too much.
Yeah.
But again, thanks for the donation. You can donate and ask for a song. We will do it. If you saw all of the songs we did last week, and even this past week on Tuesday, they were all suggestions that came in on Venmo and Cash App. And
Yes.
we will do those, we promise.
Yes. All right. Thank you again, Mitzi. We appreciate that. Are we wrapping up here?
And we're sorry because Mitzi, you said this
Yes, we're not.
is yours. It was her situation, so she
Yeah.
dealt with this. So
Yeah.
you can't help but feel bad for this guy.
Right.
The pain, but then it kind of had the hero thing. In the end, the stepdad kind of came in as the hero.
Yeah, Mitzi, let us know. You can reach us Instagram. You have our email address. Let us know, did another man step in and take the place of biological dad? And then I know that pain is still there regardless of what happens, but we just want to know how accurate is this song to your life. It'd be kind of
Dude,
cool.
we're trying to end this video. You're going on long.
I'm the one who's going on and on and on.
Let's bring
Make
it
sure
to a
you
closing.
like, subscribe, ring that bell, and continue sharing our channel with everyone you know. And for all you dads out there, get your crap together. There's people depending on you.
Crack?
Crap.
Oh, crap. Yeah, they're crap.
Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. And don't forget to comment on our pausing because we love to hear it.